But really what this is designed to do is we already have an area. It's a mobilized oxide blanket, which is simply the top part of a sulfide deposit that was near surface that has somehow, over time, been mobilized and moved to a new location.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Adrian O'Brien. He is the Director of Marketing and Communications for Midnight Sun Mining Corp. And Adrian, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Hey, thanks, Steve. Always glad to be here.
Yeah, so the company out with news that you've completed your exploration program, this version of it, or the Kaziba target in Zambia. So tell everyone a little bit about the work that was going on at the project.
For sure. So this is a bit of a unique exploration program, if you will. So of course, our property is comprised of four big targets for sulfide deposit, so a large scale copper deposit. But in a couple of different parts of our property, we have oxide copper, and this is near or at surface copper mineralization. It's typically very high grade. What we've intercepted at Kaziba so far in historic work has been very high grade. And so this is part of our cooperative exploration plan with First Quantum. And we're going out trying to define surface resources or near surface resources of oxide copper that they can put through their mill at the Kansanshi mine, which is only about 6 kilometers away. And so this is the first phase of exploration since we struck that deal with First Quantum and put that plan in place. And so we've gone to up to Kaziba, and we've gone and done about 2,100 meters of drilling. We did something called an IP survey, which is basically designed to pick up sulfide targets at depth. And then we did something called ionic leach or partial ionic leach sampling, which is a type of geochem or soil sampling that'll give us a much better idea of what could be hidden oxide targets, or at the same time, giving us a better idea of grade continuity in different areas of the mineralization.
So, Adrian, the type of data that you're going to get out of this, will this tell you sort of where you want to concentrate on the most, or just give you some more data as, for all the project in general?
Well, so keeping in mind, this is sort of the first phase. We'll work at Kaziba, and then we're going to go down to an even bigger target called Me2, which is in the southwest corner of our property. All of this data is going to help with both. But really what this is designed to do is we already have an area. It's a mobilized oxide blanket, which is simply the top part of a sulfide deposit that was near surface that has somehow, over time, been mobilized and moved to a new location. And so we know that oxide blanket is isolated, but we can get information from this work that will lead us to other targets, other potential mineralization and opportunities. But this is designed specifically to give us an initial resource or to get us to something that we can define for First Quantum and that they can look at for Kansanshi. So, we should have enough data from this that we can put a resource together.
Exciting times for sure. I know that you were waiting for a lot of things to happen last year. It happened towards the end of 2024. It sounds like 2025 is going to be a pretty busy one for you and the company.
2025 is going to be incredible. We're getting our plans together now for follow-up work at Kaziba. Of course, we want to get the results of this drill program and ionic leach sampling program and the IP. We want to get those out to the market, prepping our plans to go back, prepping our plans for Me2. A big drill program plan there. We're going to attack some bigger oxide targets and sulfide targets. And then, of course, our drill program kicking off with cobalt metals on our Dumbwa target this year, which is kind of the crown jewel of our assets. So this is going to be the biggest year yet for Midnight Sun.
All right, Adrian, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much. Great to catch up with you, and we'll talk soon.
Awesome. Always great, Steve. Thanks.
All right, there's Adrian O'Brien. He is the Director of Marketing and Communications for Midnight Sun Mining Corp.